125th birthday is an incorporated city in the state of Florida, and with us this morning is Vice Mayor. I got it right.
Thank you.
I got it right this time. Rachel Keesling, Lisa Hannon's here from the city, and we welcome you back both.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I got a question. I ask this to brides all the time when they're planning their wedding, they're planning everything else.
Okay.
Now, are you guys ready for it to be over, or are you looking forward to the big night?
Well, this
you know what I'm saying.
This is like having multiple weddings because it's been a month and a half since we started. So yes, we will be ready for it to be over, but we have a few more things scheduled. So we have to ride the wave and then.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, has it been fun? I mean,
it's been fun.
Have you met people setting this whole thing up that you didn't know existed in town, or that type of thing?
Oh yeah, we've met a lot of people. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback. We've had a lot of people step up and work with us, you know, give time, and that's really important. And then you get to see, you know, the investment that people have in the community, and it's been, you know, pretty smooth. Of course, every time you put something together, you can look back and say, oh, we should have done that, or that wasn't right, or we didn't promote that well enough. But overall, that stuff pretty much stays internal with our committee. But last Thursday we had our big fundraiser dinner, and we had the luncheon during the day. The luncheon, we opened the time capsule. That got a lot of excitement going.
And I heard the Liberty Singers just rocked the house.
Oh wow, and they were so great. They were phenomenal. I felt like I went to Broadway and came back that night. And a few people had said, well, we really didn't know who they were, or we weren't aware. We thought they were a kids singing group, like a school group or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe we didn't promote that well enough, but when we were here with you before, we put them on the radio, you pulled them up on the audio.
Yeah.
And
I've seen them at Disney, and I told people that. I saw them perform at Disney at the American, at Epcot, and they were just, it was a show. It was great.
It was a real show. I mean, the music has to, that music has to appeal, I think, to every single age group, because it's like folk songs and patriotic songs, but their Christmas carols were my favorite. They were really, really good.
And they're kind of like, reminded me of the old Up With People. How Up With People used to tour around the country and the world and bring positive attitude to people, and that's what this was all about.
Yes, and they actually did a little show, and they talked about the different parts of the singing, like the alto, the tenor, the soprano, the bass. They talked a lot about that, too, during their show. So it wasn't just sit there and watch people sing. They actually explained the different parts, because there's 4 women and 4 men. So that part was really interesting for me, too, because I'm not a singer, so I learned a few things.
That's neat. And a lot of people attended. I think it was sold out. It
was almost 600 people, which was, for us, a big crowd. So we were happy.
You did well, just with that thing. And coming up this weekend, let's tell people what they can expect downtown on Friday night.
Okay, Friday night is our tree lighting. But let me just diverge 1 second and tell you that tonight at FGCU at the Harold Court Center, they are having a celebration there tonight about the 125th anniversary of Punta Gorda. And they're going to have live music. They're going to have from 5 to 6, and this is all free and open to the public. 5 to 6, live music with Douglas Coventry. 6 to 6:30, they're having a theater kids performance. Harold Court FGCU has a little theater kids group, and they are going to be reenacting part of Vernon Peoples' book.
Oh,
and so then Vernon Peoples is going to give a little talk, and he's going to be there signing his book.
For people that don't know Vernon Peoples, I would call him the current Punta Gorda historian.
Yes, yes, he is the current historian. He has a massive archive, which a group now has formed with Jean Murtha. They're called the Punta Gorda History Center. Okay. And he has signed his collection over to them, and they are going to get a temporary facility here in the next, hopefully, year. I think it would be shorter than that, but let's give them a year. And they're going to start putting some of this phenomenal collection on display for the public. And Vernon, I've met with him. He's very open. He'll take you in his house. He has a map collection that is just outrageous. He has books. He has microfiche. He has newspapers back from 1905, I believe. He's a walking encyclopedia
himself.
Yes. So yes, he's going to be at FGCU tonight giving a little talk and signing his book. So if you're available tonight, come down. It's going to be a really nice event.
That's at the Harold Court Place, and go down and see all that tonight for FGCU, and that's kind of neat. Let's move up to Friday.
Okay,
please.
Friday.
Don't throw these things in between. Jeez.
Friday has been kind of my baby. I decided that I was going to be the coordinator of Friday, and it's kind of a twist on the tree lighting, a traditional tree lighting, but because it is the city's anniversary, we stepped it up a notch. Okay, and that's just for this year. After this year, I really don't know what's going to happen at the tree lighting, because last night I was at the city choir rehearsal, and they kept talking about next year, and I was saying, oh, you got to find out who's coordinating next year. So at 5 o'clock, we're going to kick off with a surprise that I can't mention, and then the Pearl Harbor Day ceremony is going to start.
Okay.
So let me just say, if you hear airplanes flying low over downtown Punta Gorda, don't panic and don't call 911.
Okay.
Then the Pearl Harbor Day ceremony is going to start at 5 o'clock, and there will also be some military vehicles on display along Marion Avenue. Marion Avenue is going to be closed Friday night, so it'll be more pedestrian friendly for the people.
Wow. You got Butch to do that, huh?
Well, we
No, we got FDOT to let
we
us.
got FDOT, and we got the Public Works Department.
Locking it off.
Yes.
Good.
And they gave us a bill, and we paid the bill. So we paid the Public Works Department to do the MOT for us. Okay, so Pearl Harbor Day from 5 to 5:30, and Kim Lovejoy and Peter Shanks, they have all that set up. There's some musical entertainment in there, a bagpiper, a bugler, a singer. So it's gonna be, I guess, a lively Pearl Harbor Day ceremony.
And that's from 5 to 5:30 or thereabouts, right?
Yes, yes. And then we have school groups from 5:30 to about 6:30. We have Sally Jones, East Elementary, and Charlotte High School Charisma.
They're great.
They are good. They were there Thursday night at our dinner out in the lobby entertaining the people, and it was phenomenal. They were really good. And then at 6:30, hopefully between 6:30 and 6:35, Gene Murtha headed up the Punta Gorda Cup tennis tournament, and I believe he had 6 or 7 clubs participate in 9 different divisions. And the last I heard, and I'm pretty sure that Village Racket is the overall winner of that. But he's going to be giving out 9 trophies for those 9 different
Hope you
divisions.
didn't let the cat out of the bag if these groups didn't know that they wanted to.
I think they did because they played Sunday. So.
Okay.
So then we have the Dickens Singers at 6:45, and then St. Mary's Primitive Baptist Church will be on stage with their soulful Christmas
Right.
carols.
Okay.
And then the mayor's going to have a few things to say, and the mayor's going to light the tree. And then when the tree is lit, we're going to have the Santa Parade. And the Santa Parade is going to come down Marion, take a left on Taylor. And that's going to be the Charlotte High School Marching Band, the fire truck with Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they're going to go to Hector House Plaza. So if people want to visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus, they can meet him down at Hector House Plaza, which is where the downtown merchants tree is.
Okay. And we're going to be right back. We've got weather right now with Tommy.
Good morning, everyone. A quick check of the weather now. Mixture of clouds and sunshine throughout
Oh,
the day.
you don't say that all
This will
the
be
time.
on
That's
east,
recorded.
northeast at about 10 to 15
He records it in the
miles per
morning
hour.
before you
And
go
then
on,
looking
so
for a
it's-
high 76 to 80. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Lows.
No.
It's not well recorded.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want it, Tommy.
No, it's not well recorded.
Well, it's done with a handheld mic from a distance. Where are we? Oh, there we go.
From the Sunset Kia of Venice Traffic Center. Sunset Kia. Nobody can
I
beat
got the people
prices
from the
at Sunset
symphony
Kia.
on after you guys today.
Nobody.
They're taking Sunday.
Yeah, there's Sunday. There's Sunday night.
It's
It's just,
a big 3-day weekend in Punta Gorda.
It is.
Sarasota. No major problems on the Tamiami Trail this
Yep.
morning, and traffic is moving well.
I've seen Josh, you know, anytime I've seen Josh, it's been with Wyatt.
76 are moving well.
We saw him at the haunted house.
17 or state
We had Wyatt with him. Actually, no, he had Wyatt still in the haunted house. He walked out to see us.
He was performing in there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's having fun, yeah. Joshua built it. I told you about that story about Chris Evans. Roxanne and I went down to the park July 4th a couple years ago to see the big festivities. And we're walking around, and I see Josh and Jackie, as a matter of fact, she was working on the booth. So we see Josh, we go over to talk to Josh while introduce him to Roxanne. Chris Evans comes up, and we talk with Cluffy, and Chris says, hey, let me introduce you to my staff. He says, Jeff, do you know Josh? And Josh goes like this, Chris, what's his last name? It's Collins.